play and call it work.
Swooping Hawk Aderyn and her band of survivors darted down a narrow passageway and rested for a moment. She breathed deeply in an effort to calm herself and better take stock of the situation. The attempt to rescue Autarch Phelan from under the surface of Fayoom had utterly failed, and the Eldar forces had been turned back and forced to scatter. Her small band of Eldar survivors had managed to stay one step ahead of the Necron pursuers, but that could not last forever. They were being hunted down like vermin, and it was only a matter of time before they hit a dead end and would be forced to turn and fight. The Eldar's temporary reprieve was cut short as the telltale rasp of flensing claws could be heard close by. Deeper and deeper into the planet, the Eldar fled until the narrow passageways gradually opened into a vast chamber. A sickly sweet smell hung in the air as archaic devices of Necron origin hummed with power. The far end of the cavern was dominated by a massive archway of roughly hewn stone. Aderyn's heart sunk as she realized they had stumbled upon one of the fabled Dolmen Gates. These living stone portals had been the work of Catan Nia Drazatha and were constructed during the later stages of the War in Heaven. They had allowed the Necrons to tear their way into the webway and bring ruin to the empire of the Old Ones. The Eldar knew full well how vital these gateways had been to the Necron victory during the ancient conflict, and they had made great efforts to locate and destroy the Dolmen Gates as the Necrons slumbered. Aderyn snapped to attention as a group of gore-drenched Necrons burst from the tunnels and loped towards the ragged group of Eldar survivors. She took to the air and unleashed a burning fusillade from her stun rifle. Dazzling beams of light struck twisted skeletal warriors and smashed them into the ground. The droning echo of stampeding feet could be heard coming from the tunnels as the Necrons sent reinforcements to eradicate the newly discovered Eldar. Seeing little other option, the Swooping Hawk Exarch led her kin through the portal formed within the Dolmen Gate and into the unknown. Farseer Cerridwen stood on the bridge of the Solaris cruiser alongside Shipmaster Cadfael as they waited anxiously. The cruiser was making best speed through the hidden passageways of the webway towards Fayoum. A psychic cry for aid had reached the mind of the Farseer, and she had responded with haste, hoping it would not be too late. The cruiser's close proximity to Fayoum was no coincidence, but rather a result of the Eldar Seer's machinations. Cerridwen had not been content to sit idly by and wait while Autarch Phelan had taken a considerable portion of the Craftworld's military on his expedition to Fayoum. Thus she had met with Shipmaster Cadfael in secret and convinced him to sail his vessel into the webway and secretly follow Phelan's fleet. As the nimble cruiser neared the webway exit closest to Fayoum, alerts chimed to inform Cadfael that something was amiss. The Solaris augurs had detected a strange energy reading followed by reports of a breach in the webway. With encouragement from Cerridwen, the shipmaster ordered that a scouting party be sent to investigate in hopes that some light could be shed on exactly what was happening. Lord Canum walked amongst the specimens that Seraspis and Anur had collected. The Eldar were a weak race, cursed by their feeble forms. They had forgotten their place in the galaxy and soon would be made to submit to their role as servants of the Necron Empire. Over the millennia, the Eldar had created a sizable empire for themselves, utilizing the webway left behind by the Old Ones. It was his knowledge of secret passageways of the webway that was the key to Canum asserting his dominance over the galaxy. Seraspis was hard at work extracting this information from his captives. Once his work was complete, whatever scraps were left over would be used to bless another phalanx of Necron warriors and allow their ascension into beings worthy of serving Canum. Lolandagor's blessing had proven to Canum that he alone was fit to rule over the once star-spanning Necron Empire. This decree would need to be delivered in person to every tomb world where his kin slept. All that recognized Canum as their ruler would be given the boon of the Flare virus, while all those who opposed would be erased from existence. Despite his divine right, there were still some obstacles in the way of Canum's ascension. Firstly was the matter of conveyance. Lacking any capable way of guiding the ship through the treacherous tides of the warp, the Necrons had to rely on the webway for faster than light travel. The Old Ones had been adept at keeping the entrance to the webway hidden from prying eyes, which necessitated the creation of the Dolmen Gates. These devices would create a rip in the very fabric of real space, which would allow entrance into the webway. This method was far more reliable and could only be maintained for a short period of time. Seraspis believed that the Eldar held a vital component to perfecting the Dolmen Gates and reuniting the worlds of the Necron Empire. Secondly, was those who would oppose their rightful master. The overlords of the tomb worlds were fickle beings at best and not prone to allowing their authority to be challenged. It was not only his wayward brothers that would oppose Canum. Many of the lesser races would seek to preserve their existence, no matter how futile. Most presented little threat, but it would appear that others had allowed themselves to believe they deserved a place in the galaxy. The Ymir, once servants of the Necrons, had evidently learned how to coerce some of the Necron technology to obey them. One of these wretched specimens was present on Fayoum, and proven to be quite a nuisance by awakening Necron warriors and binding them to his will. More and more frequently, Khnum's supplies were being raided by these mutinous forces. No matter though, Anur would soon locate the usurper and bring it to justice. For the time being, Khnum would content himself by taking out his murderous frustrations on the captive Eldars before him. The command room of the Eldar cruiser buzzed with activity as it prepared to exit the webway. Farseer Cerridwen had known the situation on Fayoum was dire from the psychic distress call she had heard, but the scale of the threat had been made much more clear. The forces sent to investigate the webway breach had not returned empty-handed. The reconnaissance mission had quickly turned to a rescue mission as signs of battle had become evident. The scouts had found and rescued a handful of Eldar warriors that were being pursued by Necron forces. These survivors, once rescued, had demanded an immediate audience with Cerridwen. They brought with them news of a terrible rout at the hands of the Tomb World's awakened warriors and how they had escaped into the webway through the activated Dolmen Gate. One amongst them, an aspect warrior of the Warp Spider Shrine, also carried with him a strange recording device of Necron origin. It was hoped that once the data could be unlocked, it would answer exactly what was happening on Fayoum. Seeing little other option, both Cadfael and Cerridwen agreed they must rendezvous with the Eldar forces still in orbit around Fayoum and make their way down to the planet's surface.
Welcome back, everybody, to Mission 2A of Return to Fayoum. As you've already heard in the story, our Farseer Cerridwen, who's way over there on a bike, who will be controlled by Quirk, is coming in to try to take out a major power node that is powering the Dolmen Gate. So it's interesting because I've told Steve what is actually the objectives for Quirk to blow up, and they're basically going to be like buildings. And so he doesn't know what armor value they are or even what they are. And he might have some guesses based on the terrain that I set up. But I've told Steve, I'm not going to even tell you, the viewer, so you can just experience it as Quirk is going to experience it. But it made sense that Steve would know. Yeah. So he has to protect them, but not make it look like he's protecting them, because then he gives away exactly what those objectives are. And so essentially Steve set up first. Now we actually are bringing in Khnum. We got Farron Khnum, the Flare Farron. The Flare Farron, and he's all decked out. He's got his special broken staff that breaks the rules. It's actually both a war scythe and a staff of light. He's got his gauntlet, which is the flamer. He's got it's not the Nightmare Shroud, but he's got his own version of the Nightmare Shroud that works exactly like the Nightmare Shroud. So it's 2+ armor. He causes fear, and once per game he can force a morale check on anybody within 24 inches, I think it is.
So Nightmare Carapace.
It's a Nightmare Carapace, whereas the Destroyer Lord over there, Mokatem, he's got another version of it, which we'll call it something else. And so that is the Khnum. We're taking a big risk bringing him in, Steve.
He'll be fine.
Actually, it's fine if he dies. We just roll in the consequence table and move on. And on the Eldar side, we got our Warp Spiders coming back, but they've gotten reinforcements, and they actually brought an Exarch this time, so they'll have their Iron Resolve. So anybody who was yelling at the screen, wondering why the Warp Spiders didn't have Iron Resolve, that was Steve's fault.
Way to go, Steve.
Because you helped him build his first list, and you thought that they all had Iron Resolve.
I did.
Yeah, but no, the Exarch is required to give him Iron Resolve. So we actually brought one this time. And then we've got some War Walkers with scatter lasers. We got our Swooping Hawk Exarch back. I know in the narrative he's got a name, but we're not going to count him as a named character yet, just because he hasn't really earned his chops. He's survived, but not really to do anything brilliant. So he's not yet a named character, which means if he dies, he's dead. But he hasn't yet died in a mission, so that he's at least done that. We've got Guardians here with a Warlock. We've got Fire Dragons inside of this Wave Serpent. Those are the ones with melta guns, with the Exarch having basically the heavy flamer. And then we've got a unit of Guardians inside of there as well, with another Warlock. And there's a Warlock with the Farseer. And yeah, so we rolled for all their psychic powers. You'll find out what those are as we go along. On the Necron side, we got Destroyers. We got our hero group of Praetorians with their... Just edit this in with the last clip. I was cut off. We've got our hero group of Praetorians who have all sorts of special rules from being upgraded with Mark of the Flare, and we just decided to keep them going until they die, pretty much. And so far they've got Fleet, Hammer of Wrath, Fear, and Shred, and of course they come with Fearless, so it's pretty awesome. So they're pretty great, but there's only 4 of them left. So I know that's less than a legal squad, but that's because they're representing that kind of that hero squad. Got a group of Immortals, and then we have our Destroyer Lord Mokatem over here with a group of Warriors, and he's got the phasing rule now, so him and his unit basically ignore models and terrain when moving and charging and running and all that. They still can't end in the terrain, they still have to pass through it. but it can be quite useful when fighting against lava. But there's no lava. There's no lava this time. Good thing you got the upgrade. But it'll still be very useful. Like being able to basically phase up and down, over across things, through walls, can be quite useful. In reserve, we've got our Cryptek Cerebral with a group of flayed ones. We've got a group of death marks, and we have a sentry pylon. And we have a special rule that when it deep strikes on, that if it deep strikes within 12 inches of one of his named characters and in line of sight, then it will not scatter, because it's basically them pointing to the area saying there, and then it materializes as it phases in. And it's got a focused heat ray, I think it's called. Basically, it's 2 36-inch range blasts, small blasts, strength 10, AP 1 Melta. So nasty, but it's only 3 wounds, armor 7, 3 up save, so it's like a gun emplacement, even though it looks pretty big. So not overly difficult to kill with things that could punch through armor 7, 3 up saves, which there's lots of on the Eldar side. So essentially, the rules of this mission are we're gonna roll off. We rolled off for where Quirk came on after Steve deployed, because it kind of represented Quirk not knowing his way in, so he didn't know which side he'd come on. And we're gonna do reserves as normally. So starting turn 2, there's no reserves for Quirk, but Steve will have some. And Quirk has to kill more than half of the objectives. And he doesn't know what the objectives are or how many there are, so he won't know if he succeeded until he succeeded. And it's a random game length, and the random game length represents when all of the rest of the Necrons show up, like an overwhelming force of them that the Eldar would not be able to take on. And so they would have to retreat tactically at that point, even if they're really close to about to blow something up. It just becomes so overwhelming that if they stay another moment, that they will be overwhelmed and killed, which of course would be bad news bears for their craft world, losing yet another Farseer. And every soul is precious, even the Guardians, even though they're just citizens, every Eldar soul is precious. They don't want Slaanesh to eat them. So they would do their tactical retreat. So random game length, regular reserves. We're gonna roll off to see who gets to go first. Nobody gets to seize. We're just gonna roll a die, and whoever wins that roll off, re-rolling ties, will have first turn. And then we'll just go from there. No night fighting or anything like that. One thing I failed to mention though is that the scatter bikes are armed with melta bombs. It's not normally something that they can take, but they have melta bombs. So it just gives them one extra way of taking care of business if they need to. We're gonna do the roll off now, Steve gets first turn, and basically whoever wins the roll off, I'll let you choose, but most likely you're gonna want first turn. So Steve gets 2, and Quirk gets 2.
All right, good start.
It begins. Oh, Quirk wins the roll off, 2 to 1.
It's not his.
Yeah, that's
Are we sure?
and camera tricks, right? Would you like to go first or second?
I like to go first.
Okay, then we're gonna go into Eldar in turn 1.
Starting off, I'm going to move these jet bikes over here with the melta bombs. They have a mission. Strap a melta bomb onto everything in here.
There's a lot of things in here.
Next up, the Wave Serpent. It's kind of,
This one's full of Guardians.
yes, it's sort of sneak in here. Only moving 6, so I'm going to actually turn it around and disembark everybody. Yeah, everybody's disembarked, and I think they all are within range.
Well, at least some are.
Yep. War Walkers.
Skitter.
Sidestepping.
They've got battle focus too.
Got a warp jump.
The 7, so it's 13 inches. You get to roll that plus 6.
They're not going to go on top of the building, they're going to go underneath it.
Ooh, tricky.
Wah. Wave Serpent going 12.
More like 7 or 8. Going combat speed, or cruising speed.
Swooping Hawks jumping 18.
Yeah, they can always jump 18. Because, you know, Eldar. Yeah, at least we're not playing Inari.
Lastly, Guardians. Gonna start shimmying this way.
Second phase, so you've got 3 Warlocks and a Farseer, so you've got 6 plus 6, so 12.
Starting off, I'm going to throw Guide on this unit of Guardians right here. Going to use 4 warp charges.
Warp charge 1. Okay, you made it with 4. Steve, would you like to try to stop that?
No. I guess not.
Gonna put Quicken on this unit. Let's throw 2 charges at it.
And Quicken gives you plus 3 to your run, and you made it with 1. Steve, would you like to try to stop that?
Nope.
This Warlock's gonna throw 3 warp charges at a Protect.
That's plus 1 to your armor save. You make it with 1. Steve, would you like to try to stop that one?
No.
Because they're normally 5 up armor,
Yeah.
and those are 5 AP 5 claws.
Yeah.
So then they become 4. Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And Quirk doesn't want to throw any more warp charges, so into the shooting phase.
Gonna start with this unit here, and they're gonna They're gonna battle folks. I'm gonna run them up a little bit first.
Yeah, you only have range on like 3 guys, and that'll get you range and more.
Well, I rolled a 6. It's like I didn't need that. I'm only moving up 3 inches here.
Just to get range of a few more flayed ones.
Yeah. Finishing the move, going on to shooting. 19 shots, hitting on 3 with guide.
Ooh, almost didn't even need guide. There we are. 17 hits.
Force a wound with Blade Storm.
Oh, not bad. Start with the armor saves. 4 up. Steve! Steve!
All of
So we got 4 AP 2 hits with the Blade Storm, so the first one just kills here, but then you do have a 4 up cover from the walls until he dies, and then the rest don't get cover. So 1 at a time, 4 up. Okay, doesn't matter. So that's 4 in total. Sorry, I just realized afterwards that I should have given 1 more guy cover. So 4 up cover? No, didn't matter. So 2 more died, so 4 died in total.
Then the scatter laser.
Sure.
Oh,
It's a shuriken can?
it is a shuriken cannon.
3 strength 6 shots hitting on 3s. Guided to re-roll that 1. 2's to wound a Blade Storm. What's that one? Blade Storm! So do the regular one first, because the first guy has cover. Okay, so he dies, and the next guy does not get a save. So he would have had a cover save when the next guy dies.
Gotta fire the Bright Lance.
Twin Link Bright Lance. What's the target?
The flayed ones.
Blade ones. 3's to hit. And then 2's to wound. Okay.
Swooping Hawks will run.
3 inches. They do have fleet.
Nope, I'm happy with 3. I just need them to get out of the way of the
Bikes.
bikes. Gonna fire this Bright Lance into this. I don't know what it is.
What is this?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shoot it.
Seems legit, right? Guardian's right beside it.
Yeah.
Well, you hit it on a 3+. You hit it. So strength 8 lance. So you know that it can't be any higher than an armor value of 12. Oh, okay. Well, 9 does not do anything to it.
Okay.
So it is not armor 9.
Okay. Going to run the...
Warwalkers.
That's it. 3 inches.
the fleet, if you want it.
50-50 chance he gets higher.
Okay, I'll fleet.
4! Yay! It approved! Whee. Now they're going to target the Immortals. They can only combine between the 3 of them, see these 5. 24 shots hitting on 3s. Whoa. Wow, that's pretty good. And 2's to wound. Not bad. Then a lot of 3-up saves. Only 5 of them can die. Well, you had more than 5. The front 4, and then this guy. Oh, this one that they could see. They couldn't see that
I already
one.
have 5.
You already have 5?
Oh, no, I have
You
4.
don't, you have 4.
Warp Spiders are gonna fire at the Destroyer Lord and the Warriors.
He's got the 8 regular Warp Spiders hitting on 3s. 2 shots each. Not bad. And then we got 2 shots from your Exarch hitting on 2s. Just 2 more. And majority toughness is 4. So you're looking at... Actually, no, you're going on the initiative anyways.
Yeah.
So 2's to wound, monofilament. Ooh, all but 1, and you got 4 monofilaments, which make those AP2 or AP1. Doesn't matter, because actually no, it's AP2 unless they're already AP1. So which ones would you like to put on first? Obviously, the Destroyer Lord is out front, although he is allowed to look out, sir. What would you like to do first,
Let's
Quirk?
do the regular saves first.
How would you like to handle this, Steve?
I do 1 at a time, keep him on the Lord with his 2-up armor.
Good. Oh, failed 1, so he's down to 2. 2 up saves, 1 at a time. All right, so he's down to 2. Then you got 4 more that are all AP2. He's already down to 2 wounds. What would you like to do?
I want to look out, sir, 2 of them.
So 2 up lookout, sirs. Ooh,
Taking
1 on
1.
him. Yeah, he just kills him. And
Actually, am I getting covered?
then from him, yeah, he actually has a 4 up cover.
So
So
we'll do 4 cover,
4 up cover on the warrior.
Nope,
So he
he did.
dies.
and then 4 up invuln.
Makes
Good.
it. So you got 2 more left. What are you gonna do?
2 roller coasters.
Lookout, sirs, 2+. So 1 on himself again.
I think we're.
He won't. He will not have a cover save. I already checked him. And then you got a 4 up invuln. Oh, he fails. He's down to 1 wound. Gonna battle focus run.
Yeah, let's run away now.
6 inches. He's gonna go directly back, away from the very angry Destroyer Lord that you just poked at.
Finishing there. Guardians are actually gonna just run 2 inches.
Want a fleet?
Yes. For 1 inch.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Are they gonna shoot anything?
I know strength 9 and a 1 didn't do anything to that. So
Strength 8 on
sorry,
a 1.
strength 8.
So there's at least more than armor of 9. So it's at least armor 10. That's all you know so far.
No, I'm just going to charge it with Malta.
Who's got... Oh, good, these guys. Okay. So 4 scatter lasers from your bikes into the thingamabob. 16 shots hitting on 3s. Oh, that's a bunch of hits. Not that great a hit, though. And you don't know what its armor value is yet. So just throw the dice and I'll tell you the results. Nothing. You didn't get any 6s, though. So you know it's at least more than armor 11.
Let's throw 2 spears at it and see what happens. Farseer first, hitting on a 2. And
the Warlock on a 3. 2 hits. Strength 9. You know you need to roll at least 3s. We got us some morale tests. Kanum first. He's an overlord, so he's leadership 10. In a way, you almost want to fail it because they get to roll a mark of the fire.
I know, it could be kind of good.
He passed it, so now we have the reanimation protocols. So they got a 5-up reanimation, but you're going to do these one at a time so you can use the orb.
I'm going to use the orb.
Okay, so just roll 6 of them then, because they all get rerolls. So you made 2 of them, but you rerolled them.
Oh, wait, we're doing it.
Yeah, except the first one. But I guess we should have rerolled that one separately. But, oh well, just roll it.
Yeah, not bad.
That's okay. And 2 more. So 4 reanimate. So 4 of the 6 that died come back. Oh, Guardians. Oh, Guardians. Good thing you're 4-up armor. Won't matter. And 2 reanimations on this side for the 2 warriors on 5 pluses. Do you want to do these one at a time? Do you care about using your resurrection orb?
I don't care about the orb right now.
5 plus. Nothing. And the Immortals have a morale test, leadership 8. If you're wondering, if you didn't pay attention earlier, remember I've changed all their leaderships. You can go to MiniWarGaming.com/Fayoom for the rules that we have for the Flare virus guys. 5 reanimates on a 5 plus. 2 come back.
I think we're going to
be in coherency with the original guys. Not with the, just so the audience knows, he can't like put one in coherency and then put this one in coherency with the first one. They all have to be in coherency with the original guys that were still on the table. On to the assault phase.
8-inch charge.
You're gonna do an 8-inch charge into the thingamabob?
The thingamabob, come here.
Hey, 10-inch charge, look at that. They made it in base contact with the Necron glowing thing. Can't be a bad idea, right?
Of course not.
Go Farseer. And your Farseer will go first with your spear, your singing spears, which is strength 3 armor bane.
Ooh.
So you got 3 automatic hits on the charge, and we're just gonna do these 2 at a time. So strength 3 armor bane. So what is that? I can't see the other die.
Very cocked.
Is it?
Just roll that again. So that's 7, so that would be 10. So no, we know that does nothing. And stop throwing it underneath the waist serpent. 7 again. Throw it over there so we can see it.
And last one.
And 9. So nope. And then you've also got the 3 attacks from the Warlock singing spear. Strength 3 armor bane.
Ha!
Hey, 13. That is a glancing hit.
Well, now I know it's armor 14.
What? Okay, hold on.
I can math.
13's a glance. What's the armor value, Quirk?
13.
Thank you. And nothing. So we know you have to roll at least a 10. And the last one, 10. That's another glancing hit. As we don't know how many hull points it has, I will count up. So it's taken 2 hull points worth of damage. And it definitely looks like you're starting to crack into it. But glancing hits, you know, whatever. But you do have melt-a-bombs. So 1 melt-a-bomb. Auto hits, strength 8, you know it's armor 13, so you need a 5 to glance. And you got a pen. Looking at the penetration table, here's looking at AP 1, so plus 2. What did we get? 4. 4, so nothing. But as you plant on the melt-a-bomb and it explodes, you see chunks of rock and pieces of whatever the thing is kind of go away. And as much as it doesn't seem to go very far in, the whole thing seems to power down. It is destroyed. So the thingamabob is powered down and wrecked. Congratulations, you didn't blow yourself up.
Oh, good.
End of Eldar turn 1, so came up, killed a couple Immortals, couple Warriors, couple Flayed ones, didn't make anybody run though, and a lot of guys reanimated, so not huge damage, but did kill the first power pylon thingy, whatever you want to call it. Still don't know where the other ones are, although you might have a good guess at the thing on the other side that looks wrecked already, but is still glowing. By the time you get there, you'll see that it's glowing. So spoiler alert, is obviously another possible target. But what are the other targets? Let's wait and see as we go into Necron's turn 1. But before that, of course, I won't tell Quirk that he's not allowed to do his assault moves. I preemptively started talking about the end of the turn. Would you like to do assault moves, Quirk?
Yes, please.
Or warp spiders. 8 inches. You're gonna back up further. Now, onto Necrons, turn 1. Flayed ones who have miraculously, ridiculously well-suited armor. Apparently that skin just can't fail a 4+ save.
No,
Are charging in. They just shrugged off the shots, and the ones that did go down just kind of piece themselves back together, grabbing the flayed skin off the ground and sticking it back on their bodies again. And Kadam comes around the corner and says, "I will eat you, Guardians," except in a much cooler voice than that.
my immortals are gonna come forward. Basically, I want to start shooting at his guys, but I also want this dude to join. I think I'll be able to. So he's basically gonna go leave this unit, join the immortals. He's gonna be underneath them.
You can stick them right here.
Yeah,
They'll still be in
there.
coherency.
There you go. That'll work. And the warriors, they are definitely coming forward. I'm gonna have the destroyers. No.
Let's jump up.
Just kind of get up top here.
Praetorians!
So they are going.
Oh, they want
for
to.
some fun.
They want to get some more marks of the Flayer. How many more things can you give them? By the end of the campaign, I want like one left who's just like supercharged. Then we'll give him a name.
Warriors here are gonna fire at the warp spiders.
Long range, 8 shots. Quirk, do you want a flicker jump? He's got 8 shots, long range, hitting on 3s, winning on 3s.
What's the range? Like how far?
He's right now he's well within range. He's 24-inch range. Are you trying to see if you can get away from them?
I'm trying to see if maybe I can.
Well, if you basically the one guy, these guys can barely see you. If you flicker jumped that way, you drop line of sight on at least a few of them. Getting out of range of all of them, maybe if you got to the very back corner. So, would you like to flicker jump? Is the first question. Yes. Let's see how far you actually flicker jump before we even worry about that. 7 inches. So they're gonna go sideways. They won't be able to get a line of sight of all of them, but it's better than going to the back of the table and being useless for like 2 more turns. Right, Steve?
Shut up.
So now 3 can't see, so 5 shoot. 3's to hit. 2 hits. You're not causing a morale test. 3's to wound. 1 wound. 3 up armor. 1 dice.
The immortals go ahead and fire at the warwalkers.
All but the back guy can see, so 6 shots. 3's to hit. Ooh, 5 hits. 1 at a time, 5's to glance. That's a glance. Quirk, you get a 5 up invuln against that. Not saved. Next one. It's a glance. Quirk, you get a 5 up invuln. Alright, that first one's wrecked. I'll just keep it there for a second. We'll do it after. And that's a pen. Quirk, you get a 5 up invuln against that. Come on. Penetrating result. Are these open top?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, you got shaken. And the next one. Steve! Steve, what are you doing?
I don't know.
What? Open top? Do you blow it up on a 6? No? Okay, so that one's wrecked. And just roll the last die. Okay, only 4 out of 5 5+s. Yeah, that's statistical. And just for ease of play, we're just going to remove them. Technically, there's difficult terrain right here.
I know I've used the assault phase. I'm gonna have him move now.
Just while you're thinking about it?
Yeah, just to get
10
him.
inches.
Here. The destroyers are now gonna fire at, the Exarch.
Because he's the one out in front. 6 shots in on 3s, preferred enemy on that 1-1. Maybe 3, so 2's to wound with preferred enemy, 4 wounds. Would you like to look out, sir?
Yes, please.
4+. Ha! Oh, all but 1.
Okay.
So take your 4 up cover from the Exarch. Ooh, he lives. And 4 up cover from the rest as well. 2 die. 2 go down.
And my Praetorians are gonna run.
How far?
5 inches.
Up to the console. Do they want to start pressing random buttons?
Not yet. I train.
I was going to jettison your Destroyer Lord into orbit.
I'm gonna have Knum here with his Nightmare Shroud. Go ahead and make them take a morale test.
There's 18 inches. He can any friendly shooting phase once per game can choose an enemy unit within 18 inches, and they have to immediately make a morale test. You got your Farseer though. He's leadership 10, and he's not running. Woo!
Close. He wasn't there though.
Yeah, he would.
So I'm gonna have the Destroyer Lord try the same squad.
What's his name?
That is Mokatam.
Mokatem. And he's gonna. So basically, they're both like eyeing him down through the walls, and the Farseer can feel this weight on his mind. Leadership 10 passes. 12 of those are used up. And in shooting phase, we got a morale test on the Exarch squad. Leadership 9, they're just fine. Assault phase.
Overwatch.
And
You're gonna charge in?
Oh,
Okay. That was the wrong order of things, but that's okay. Shuriken weapons hitting on 6s. Twin linked, because they're guided. Well, they're not twin linked, they just get to reroll to hits. Come on, let's get a few more quick. We can do it. That's a few more. We got 5 in total. Strength 4, Blade Storm, so 4 is to wound.
1!
4 up save, Steve. Let's see you do it. Hey, you failed. That might be a big deal, just because with the new reanimation protocols, he does not get to fight in this assault phase. Shuriken Catapult with Guide, hit 6.
Shuriken Cannon.
Shuriken Cannon, 1 hit so far. Ha! 2.
Oh.
2's to wound, Blade Storm. 2 more wounds, Steve. 4 up, armor saves. Fails 1 of them. You know, it could have gone a little better with the first range, but killing 2 is not bad. And your charge range is definitely in. Scraw. The rest is kind of a bit in your control. You can choose the order that you grab the guys.
Actually, you'll have to go first, and then we'll go wide.
So, would you like to challenge, Kanum?
I do go on challenge.
Would the Warlock like to accept the challenge?
Yeah.
He's dead if he does.
Yeah.
He's probably dead if he doesn't. Yeah, so he'll be the first to die from Kanum's War Scythe of Light. And then we got a fear test. These guys are all draped in skin. Some of it's probably Eldar, and you are afraid. And yeah, there's the Mind Shackle one too.
We already failed the fear test. I didn't have to worry about that one now.
Oh, that goes under the Warlock as well. We don't roll separately for him. Okay. But even though you're afraid, you're still initiative 5. You get to go first. Got 10 attacks from your Guardians hitting on 5s because your weapon skill 1 right now. Ooh, not bad. But you do have Guide on, which lets you reroll all to hits, not just shooting.
Wow.
Sorry, back that up. Guide is on. I was going to say, whoa, why is it only Warp Charge 1? And then wait a second. It's only shooting 2 hits that get rerolled, so you got 4 hits. 5's to wound, strength 3 versus toughness 4, and you got 2. 4 up armor. Ah! Warlock has 2 attacks with Fleshbane, 5's to hit. Nope. And then on to initiative 2, which is the rest of your guys. You want to do Kanum first?
Yeah, we'll do him first.
4 attacks from Kanum, hitting on 3s. Oh! No preferred enemy, right?
No.
War Scythe, though, so 2's to kill. And Warlock's alive!
Oh, Kanum.
You done quirked it up!
I think he took some of Sobek's programming.
Yeah.
Added to his own.
The 6 surviving flayed ones have 30 attacks between them, hitting on 3s because they're afraid. Oh! That wasn't that great. And since Quirk's Guardians actually have a 4-up armor, thanks to Protect, you're not just going to be ignoring his armor with your AP 5. You are still going to be wounding him on 3s with Shred, though. Ooh, good thing, because that's a lot of misses. 3s, again, that's a lot.
A lot better.
4-up armor! Oh, 4 die. So 4 die, which means you lost combat by 4, because those 2 died to Overwatch. So your leadership is down to 4. Steve wants you to make this so you can't shoot at him.
Come on.
But if you fail it, then he gets Mark of the Flare when you... Well, he won't overrun you necessarily. So.
Yeah.
So, leadership 4. Failed. This is what you want. So, initiative roll off. So, you got initiative 5 Quirk. You roll, like, not a 1. Yeah, he can't catch you. You got a 10, and he can't get higher than an 8. How far are you running? Oh, they're booking it. 11 inches. 11 inches back. But the Warlock's still alive. He survived Kanum. That's almost a name. That's almost worth a name.
Almost a name?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll have to watch this Warlock.
You're just ramping up.
Just remember, if you don't have a name, then you die permanently when you die. But you could still, like your Necron Lord that showed up in the first couple missions, he could still show up in the next mission, so we could still keep track of him if he doesn't die.
Okay.
But I think that he's just done something pretty good, so it's almost a name.
Okay.
But you got a consolidation first. Whoop! That's off the table. 4 inches. Kanum's going to be a little
back it up.
careful, I guess, because he's running out of bodies to protect him. He moves back to see if he can collect some of the corpses of the flayed ones that have died. So we're going to check to see if those 2 reanimate on a 5+. 1 does get recollected, so he goes in coherency anywhere.
You get keep these guys.
Keep him in the back for some good old lookout stirring, and the other one's gone permanently. And lastly, an assault move for the destroyers. They're going to go 7 inches. Forwards, backwards, sideways,
Just
backwards.
this way.
End of turn 1, Kanum gets into his first fray and totally whiffs. He just whips those 4 attacks from his War Scythe of Light. And the Warlock survives. That's kind of embarrassing.
We'll get him. We'll get him.
You get him? That's going to be now his goal, is just to hunt down that Warlock.
Nobody gets away from him.
Because he like slipped away. You saw that, right?
He just
he's like, whoop, 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 whoop.
And he dodged like Quirk.
And then he just ran. Yeah. Yeah, it really is trying to like beat on Quirk, isn't it?
Space
that describes most of your guys' like fist fights. And so, except you think the Warlock's here, but he's actually on your back. And you don't realize it. No, you don't even know he's there. Anyways, and so yeah, you didn't actually do as much damage as you thought you would. You killed one warp spider, made them flicker jump. Didn't kill the Exarch, killed 2 swooping hawks, killed a few guardians, but they're running, so they didn't die. So that warlock is half of his way towards earning a name. And Kanum is somewhat exposed, but not hugely exposed. Let's find out what happens in Eldar turn 2.
Try and regroup.
Leadership 8. Nope.
Come on.
They are running. So how far are they running? Because you would have re-embarked in this wave.
Yeah, I would have.
8 inches. Like Kanum, man. Kanum's covered in like human flesh, tyrannid flesh. Like, who's not going to crap their pants and run away when they get in close combat with him? And he actually challenged out the warlock. It's like, you warlock, and the warlock's, me? Yeah, then he runs.
Wave Serpent's gonna turn around and start going towards Kanum.
Wise.
Yeah, you know, strength 7 armor bane. Makes sense.
Should be fine.
This Wave Serpent is gonna go 6 inches right here, and the guys inside are gonna jump out.
Fire dragons.
Warwalker's gonna
Sidestep.
Yeah, sidestep a bit more.
He was like, holy crap, who killed us? And he looks at it, he's like, just immortals?
What happened to everybody?
Just immortals?
Like, let's hide the warp spiders until our jetpacks
Recharge.
power up again. Swooping Hawks are gonna jump way back here.
They're gonna swoop,
They're gonna swoop.
and then they're gonna hawk.
Yes, and then they will hawk. Jet bikes. I guess we're moving this way.
That warlock's like, I'll take him.
I saw what that other warlock did. I got this.
Fight me, dude. Fight me. Please fight me. I want.
Guardians. Let's move up over here so that they can have a good chance of running and possibly shooting at Kanum.
Nobody shoots Kanum.
Yeah. On to the second phase. You didn't technically lose any warlocks, even though one's running away. So you've got 6 still, plus 4, so 10.
First things first, I'm gonna try a Eldritch Storm.
Warp charge 3 or 4?
Warp Charge 3, I don't want to.
You don't want to.
I'll hit myself with an apocalyptic blast.
Okay. And are you going to use your spirit stones thing to make it warp charge 2?
Yes!
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, because don't you lose your invuln?
He does his own.
Yeah. But you still have 3 up armor and.
No, not gonna do it.
No,
you stop talking.
So you're not going to do it? So
No.
it's warp charge 3 then?
Warp Charge 3.
Alright, depend on his. What's the thing that lets him reroll? The runes of the Farseer.
Yeah.
So warp charge 3 and you're throwing 6 dice at it?
Yep.
Whoa!
Got it.
Oh my goodness!
Dude, I can't. Got it. Okay, you got that.
So this is a large blast, AP 3, haywire pinning fleshbane. Bink! Right there.
Right there.
So if you get a direct hit, you'll hit all but 2 of them. And it puts a skill 5, so that's going to go an inch. So it ends up hitting 4. 4 hits, fleshbane, 2's the wound. Oh, good work.
You're the best.
Welcome, buddy.
Closest ones don't have saves. Immediate pinning test, leadership 10. He is not pinned.
Gonna try and put conceal on them. I'm gonna use.
It's warp charge 1, and it gives you shrouded. So you're 2 up jinking.
Let's use 2.
4 uppus. You failed. Would you like to use your runes of the Farseer to re-roll that?
Yep.
So re-roll.
You can't? That's a different character.
Well, he's the Farseer.
Yeah,
Oh, is the warlock just concealing?
Yeah.
Oh, the warlock's concealing, so you just fail.
Lastly, I'm gonna throw Mind War at Kanum, and I'm gonna reduce the charges by 1.
Use your runes of the Farseer? Or no, sorry, your spirit stones of blaggy, 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 blaggy. So 2 dice. Warp charge 1 now. And okay, so the 1 failed. And the other one, hold on, Steve. Do you want to use your runes of the Farseer to re-roll that 1 fail?
Yeah.
Okay, then pick up the other die. You can't peril, so.
Might as well. I mean,
Yeah, you're at the end of your phase. Oh, you need 2 6s, Steve. Oh, so close! Mind War! All right, stare at each other. Mind War!
Come on.
Essentially, at this point, each side rolls a d6 and adds their leadership. They're both leadership 10, so we'll just kind of ignore that aspect of it. If they're equal, then Kanum will get -1 weapon skill and ballistic skill. And if the Farseer beats Kanum, slow down there, man! Slow down there! And
let's go!
if the Farseer wins the roll-off, then whatever he wins by, that's how many wounds Knum takes. No.
Let's go!
Hey, well, hold on. He made it with 2. Oh yeah, it is focused at this point. Because he made it with 2, so you actually make it focused. So,
Yeah,
so you're going to put it on Knum specifically? Yeah, he'll still be able to look up.
Oh, you spit a little bit, so regardless, I don't care, but take it!
I got one!
Yeah, you got 1 wound. So you take 1 wound. You could look out, sir. Would you like to? It's no armor or cover saves allowed.
Nah, keep it on first emblem.
So 4 up and ball? Yeah. Well, after all that. Yeah. End of the psychic phase. We got 2 reanimations on the flayed ones that died. And they did not negate everything Quirk did. I should point out, though, that Knum himself is at -1 weapon skill and ballistic skill because of at least failing the Mind War. And I'm sorry, you actually lost 25%, so we should have done a morale test before you did those reanimations. You made it, so you're fine. Shooting phase. What are you doing, Quirk?
Get out of dodge!
So 30. Remember, you can't go through the walls, so you got to go around them. But yeah, just get the basic idea. All the way over there. Don't you hate playing against yourself?
What? Excuse me?
They're coming all the way to the back. They're melta bombs. This one is pulsing, even though it's seen better days. It is still glowing.
I'll come back to that. I'm gonna shoot with the Swooping Hawk.
At Knum?
Yes.
Try to blind him.
Yes.
Exarch with his blinding sun rifle. 2s to hit. So there will be a blind test no matter what happens. This is strength 3, so we're looking at 5s to wound. There's a wound. That's AP3, so 1 guy dies. And then we got 3 last blasters. 9 shots from your 3 last blasters. Hitting on 3s now. Ugh. 5s to wound.
Take
More
that,
wounds.
Steve.
If Steve fails one of these, then he will have a morale test. Yep, 1 goes down.
Battle focus.
Fleet.
Yep.
Woo! Hey, at least it went up that time.
Over here, got a battle focus. We'll start off with a run.
Fleet! Hey! 5 inches.
Moving on up.
Moving on up. Boom, back. And then they're going to target the Praetorians. 4 shuriken guns.
Catapults.
Catapults, thank you. Hitting on 3s.
Nice.
Hitting on 5s. Blade Storm. 1 wound, 1 Blade Storm. So let's do the regular one first, 3 up. And then Blade Storm 1 has cover, so you've got a 5 up or 4 up from the console. But Praetorian goes down, maybe permanently. Now we're going to play with these guys. If they fail their reanimation, they're gone. Just so you know,
Yeah.
just like permanently dead.
Yep.
Shuriken cannon, 3 shots, strength 6, hitting on 3s. And 2 hits, wounding on 3s now with Blade Storm. 2 wounds, 3 up. 1 more. Well, they can't fail morale test. They are fearless, so those 2 will have a chance.
Let's try and melt this.
Does this look important to you?
It does.
Okay, so
It's
fire
a new
dragon.
piece of terrain that I've never seen before, so yes, it looks important.
Okay. So 5 can see, they're hitting on 3s, unaided. Ooh, 4 hits. Now these guys have, what's it called? The assured destruction.
+1. They're basically
Yeah.
0?
They become AP, yeah, they're AP1 and they get +1. So essentially they get +3 to the chart, but that's only after you actually pen. So these are strength 8 Melta. So we don't know the armor value of this one. We know that one was 13. So you're gonna do these one at a time and I'll tell you what it does. Go. That is a penetrating hit, you know,
Okay.
16 and all. Second one, that is a 11, that does nothing. So you know it's
Somewhere between 11 and 16.
No, somewhere between 12 and 16. And that's 7, so that's 15, that's a penetrating hit. And one more. And that is a glance, so it is armor 12. Penetrating hits, you have AP1 and +1 to the chart, so that means any 4 pluses explode it. Oh, you exploded! We get to see what happens when it blows up. Roll 2d6, Quirk, if you please.
I don't wanna.
It explodes! 9 inches! So it'll hit 5 immortals, it'll hit all your fire dragons, and it hits your wave serpent. Now, Quirk, if you mind, roll a d6 and add a 3 to it. So it's strength 6. Now I'd like you to roll another d6. If it is a 1 or 2, it is AP1. If it is a 3 or 4, it's AP2. And a 5+, it is nothing. AP1. So it is strength 6, AP1. Hits 5 immortals, so 2s to wound. That would be 4 of them. Oh wait, hold on. This is strength 6. Yep, yeah, it's 2s to wound. Boom, baby. 7 fire dragons, winning them on 2s.
All ones. Come on, all ones.
No, that would be 6 wounds. Now, 4 of them died as automatic. Unless you want to go to ground. You want to go to ground?
No.
No, okay. So then we're looking at 4 up cover from the stairs. Hey, look at that. Only 4 died. And then it hits the side of that. Strength 6, Armor Bane.
Oh.
Nothing. This is Armor 12. Well, that took care of that. So you've taken out 2 objectives out of question mark number of objectives. So if there's only 3, you've already won. I'll tell you right now, you haven't already won.
Oh. Gonna have the
Warwalker.
That's it.
Scatter lasers.
Into the Immortals.
Try to keep taking them down. 8 shots from the 2 scatter lasers hitting on 3s. Ooh, 7 hits. Wounding on 2s against the Immortals with the Destroyer Lord Mokatem. That is all wounds, 7 wounds. 3 at a time with 3 up saves before we get to the Destroyer Lord. 1 dies, so now 2 at a time. And still 2 at a time. Only 2 die. 2 more go down this phase. Now this Wave Serpent. Definitely worth the wait.
Yeah.
Where's it going?
It's gonna go right here.
Flat out and block Kanum. Sacrificing himself for the greater good. I mean, the greater craft world. And in the shooting phase, we got a blind test on Kanum Squad, Initiative 2. They are not blind, but he is still -1 weapon skill, ballistic skill. But we do have a morale test on them because they lost 2 out of 6, so that's leadership 10. They are fine, so 2 reanimation protocols. They are gone. Ooh, Kanum's losing his guys. Praetorians are fearless, so they don't have a morale test to make. They got 2 guys that might come back on 5 pluses. Oh, 1 is permanently gone from the campaign. Man, I kind of feel a bit of sadness for that. I'll let you put that guy back where you want.
Oh, up here.
Up there, and then he's gone. So it's down to 3. Morale test on Mokatem Squad, leadership 9. He passes it. You've got 6 guys. You haven't used your Resurrection Orb yet, or do you want to just toss them all, or do you want to do it one at a time? So then, failed it, so would you like to use your Resurrection Orb? So re-roll that 1. And he failed that, so you got 5 more that are re-rollable. And, okay, 2. Oh, that was
They're gonna go forward.
really, really pathetic. And that is the end of Quirk's turn. Did you want to assault move with your Warp Spiders?
No.
You're just going to keep them at the back? So that is everything. Blew up a second objective, taking out the entire platform with it, and a bunch of Immortals, and a bunch of Fire Dragons, unfortunately, and almost costing him the Wave Serpent, but the Wave Serpent just glanced it away as if it were nothing. And we're going to go into Necron's turn 2, where some reserves might start showing up. First off is this wonderful Sentry Pylon, made in the about 60 million years ago. I feel like Vanna White. And it's in. Next up, we got Cryptek Cereball and his group of flayed ones, 3+. They are in. And lastly, this lovely group of death marks, 8 of them in total, 3+. No, sir. Cryptek is going to veil the darkness in his way in. Deep striking, very dangerous.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
He'll be fine, right? Right?
Where he goes,
Right?
Fine.
Oh no, 6 inches. So he comes to here, so you should be able to fit 10 flayed ones around that because you can do the first
He's
circle.
all shifty, you can already through her.
Well, yeah, but they'll still mishap if you can't place your guys properly.
Oh, it's good the guy didn't get a direct hit then.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked where you placed it.
Okay,
I looked where you placed it. I'm like, wouldn't that be? Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Shifter, that'd be good.
Yeah. The shifter lets you move through models and terrain, not end on models and terrain.
Oh, that's true, actually. I should have known better.
Yeah. But you're good. Sentry Pylon's going to materialize in. If it's within 12
Actually,
inches in line of sight of one of his named characters, it will not scatter. Is that within 12 inches of Mokatem?
Sure, yeah.
Probably.
But I just want to make sure I can see other angles.
Not very many. It's immobile. Doesn't get to go anywhere
Back
after.
her up a little bit.
Just stay right there.
We're going to have the Destroyers try to get angle on the bikes. Look at that. And the Praetorians, they're going to go deal with these dudes.
Guardians.
A little farther back.
Come on, Steve, you're playing 2 armies that you know.
They're all duders, dude.
They're Duders, dude?
Duders, dude. We're going to have my Mokatem here. He's going to break off and join the Destroyers.
His rightful place with other destroyers.
As we push forward.
Leave the Immortals to die.
Yeah. The Warriors, they're going to press forward and we're going to go for vehicles. That's what Necron do.
Well, it also stops his mobility, right?
Gotta cut that down.
We did forget a morale test on these Fire Dragons from the explosion. Leadership 9, they're fine.
And Knum and friends are going to get real close to a transport.
Okay, still get Mark of the Flayer roll from killing a transport. G-Phase!
We're going to start off with the Pylon and we're going for the jet bikes here. Quirky.
Would you like to jink?
Okay.
Now before you solidify that you want to jink, you will have 4 up cover for a lot of these guys. I haven't looked at it perfectly. It looks like a couple of them in the rear might not have cover. The guys up front, at the very least, will have cover from the stairs. These 3 will.
Still not gonna jink.
You're not gonna jink?
Still gonna jink.
You're still going to jink.
Still
Okay.
gonna jink.
So you get 2 of these, Steve. Direct hit, so split hitting 4.
Yes, sir.
And that's going off by 5 inches.
I'll give you
Yeah, no, 5 inches, not quite. So 4 hits, strength 10, 81. 2's to wound. You can just throw them all, 4 up cover. 2 die. 2 up front, bite the dust. 2 melt-a-bombers, gone.
Then the destroyers are gonna fire at the jet bikes as well.
6 shots, 3s, preferred enemy. So, preferred enemy on those 2.
Up a little bit.
We got 3s to wound with preferred enemy. Oh, well, 4 wounds. So we got 2 before we get to your warlock. So 4 up cover, 2 at a time. 1 dies, so 1 at a time. Another 1 dies. Now we're at your warlock. Does the warlock want to look outside of the Farseer?
No.
No? Yeah, because he uses thing, so he doesn't have an invuln.
Yep.
Although he would have a 4 up cover. Oh, he saves. The 2 scatter bikes go away.
The Praetorians are gonna go for the Guardian squad. Hitting on 3s.
Hey, 2 hits. And then they're what, strength 5?
Yeah,
so
2
2's to wound, no saves. 1 die.
Oh.
You really wanted to kill that, didn't you?
Yeah. No, actually, the warriors down here are gonna go for the Wave Serpent.
Do you want to jink?
No.
Okay. 13 shots, only somewhere in rapid fire range, hitting on 3s. Ooh, not bad. And then with Gauss, they glance on 6s. 1 go. 5 up invuln from the Hollow Fields. Not saved, so it takes a hull point. And down to 2. Now the Immortals.
The Immortals are gonna go for their rapid fire.
Same thing?
Ball. Yeah, we're going for the Wave Serpent. We're hitting. Oh no.
2 hits, 6s to nothing.
We're gonna run Sir Ball. Whew, he's angry.
He's fast. They go, going straight. Okay, putting themselves between the thingamabob and the Farseer.
I have to name it. Actually, I'm gonna back him up and keep him there. Now we're good.
Ah, you know it's all going to go south right now. And a shooting phase. We got a morale test on the Farseer, leadership 10, and he stays. Woo! Just barely. Assault phase.
We're gonna have Knum charge the Wave Serpent.
Don't think you need to roll for that, but you know, good for you for sticking to the rules.
We're gonna have the Praetorians charge the Guardians.
What could possibly go wrong? Overwatch. 17 shots, hitting on 6s, no rerolls, no guide, so we only got 3 hits. Strength 4, so 5s, with Blade Storm, 2 wounds, no Blade Storm. 3 up, Steve, 3 up. Oh, you're good. And the charge just, oh, we got the cannon.
Cannon?
I know, sorry.
Jumping the gun, getting too excited.
And 1 hits, 3s to wound. Blade Storm! Oh, that's a big deal. He doesn't get to fight. The other 2 Praetorians are going to charge 7 inches. No problemo.
And here, and I think I have to go this way.
Yeah.
And reduce some assault moves for the destroyers.
8 inches.
And we are gonna go. Whoa.
Go, whoa.
Yeah.
Trying to protect that, Steve?
Yeah.
Is that an objective, Steve?
No, I'm just trying to. I want to.
Yeah, you need to stay in coherency.
I want to deal with the.
Their fleeing warlock? You really want to shoot him down, don't you? As he runs away?
Well, I don't want to say anything.
Okay.
I'll just wait. I want to do this fight first.
They cause fear because of all their upgrades, but so we'll do the fear test and the Hammer of Wrath. Leadership 8. Not afraid. And they have Hammer of Wrath because of all the upgrades, remember, not because they used their jump packs, because they did not. 2 Hammer of Wrath, winning on 2s, 2 wounds. 5 up armor. Oh, double 6, look at that. Now the Guardians get to fight first. Initiative 5. 9 attacks from the Guardians, hitting on 4s, because they're not afraid. Ooh, not bad. Look at all those 5s and 6s. You need 6s now to wound. Strength 3, toughness 5, and boom, baby, 1 wound. 3 up. Oh, he makes it. Warlock's got a Witchblade, hitting on 4s. Nope. 6 attacks from the Praetorians, hitting on 4s. Ugh, 1 hit. Steve, what's going on? And, oh, okay, you needed a 2. You needed no damage. So, nobody won combat. It wouldn't matter, you're fearless anyways. So there is pile in first and then 1 reanimation. 5 up reanimate or he's gone for the rest. Oh, he's still in the campaign! I don't know why I have so much emotional attachment to these guys. They don't even have names.
I'll go over here.
You want to do the flayed ones first or Knum?
Flayed ones first.
Just in case you don't want Knum to blow it up and kill himself?
I want him to blow it up.
15 attacks from the flayed ones, hitting on 3s. Need 6s to glance. No rerolls. 1, 2 glances, you'll need Knum. Hollow Fields, 5 up invulns. Doesn't save him. 4 attacks from Knum, the awesome, who misses twice against a vehicle that's just sitting right in front of him. Armor Bane, Strength 7. You got a pen and a pen. So 2 pens, you got 5 up invulns. You gotta make both of these. Only makes 1. You could blow this up, Steve, on a 6 because it's AP2. No, just wrecked. is wrecked. We got Mark of the Flare. D10. You got a 6. I seem to be rolling lots of 6. Bounty and Lope. They gain Fleet and Hammer of Wrath. Not bad. Fleet and Hammer of Wrath as well. End of turn 2. The Necron. Some of the Necron reinforcements have arrived. We've got the Cryptek Sorbel with his Blade Ones trying to protect whatever the heck this thing over here is. The Sentry Pylon phasing in near the Destroyer Lord, and then trying to blast down the bikes between that and the Destroyers. Take out all the Scatter Laser bikes, leaving only the Warlock and the Farseer. And Kanum says, hey, you want to stick a vehicle in front of me? Fine! Boom! And explodes it. And then gains Fleet and Hammer of Wrath. The Praetorians totally sucked, but they're still alive. So they still have a place in my heart. Eldar, turn 3.
Starting off, moving the Warlock and the Farseer.
They don't have Melt-A-Bombs, but they do have a Strength 9 Singing Spear. Spear. They could also throw it for Strength 3 Armor Bane.
Snap shoot.
Sorry, thrown at Strength 9, not Armor Bane. In close combat at Strength 3 Armor Bane.
Fire Drakes are all gonna...
Fire Dragons.
Fire Dragons, sorry. All gonna get back in the way.
Fire Drakes are superior in all ways to Fire Dragons.
Well, they're all getting back in this.
Okay.
The Wave Serpent's gonna fly over to this corner and hide. Gonna jump with the Warp Spiders.
So 8 plus 6, so 14 inches.
Sweet.
Well, you've got this side of the table.
Gonna go here so they can all shoot at the Immortals.
It's no good though if you can't blow up enough stuff before all the reinforcements get here.
Working on it. Warwalker's gonna walk his way
There's
forward.
terrain there.
They want to regroup.
Regroup these guys.
Leadership 8. They made it! Yay! 3 inches to Snapfire.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Swooping Hawks are gonna
Feed me.
Feed me.
Feed me.
Give me more Mark of the Player.
jump over here so they get line of
You
sight.
coward.
On the Blade Ones.
You're the one that keeps giving advice to like gun and run.
One time.
One time, I know, right? So he's taking it to heart. Second phase, somehow your Warlocks are all still alive by turn 3, so you got 6 plus 4 again, so 10.
2 dice going into guide.
On yourself, obviously?
Yes. Got it.
Would you like to try to stop that?
Do you want to roll anything first? Nope.
You gonna use all your dice to stop guide, or would you like to hold on to your 4 dice for some other useless
We're gonna
attempt?
stop guide.
You're gonna stop guide.
Oh,
Then we're gonna do Eldritch Storm. I'm gonna go for the 4 warp charge one.
Oh, 7-inch blast.
Reduced it by 1.
To make it warp charge 3. So 7-inch blast, Haywire Fleshbane AP 3, pinning. Hold on, so you're doing warp charge 3 with this?
Yep.
So you're gonna reduce it and lose your invuln? Would you
Got
like to
it.
re-roll any dice?
I got it. I don't need to.
Well, you don't re-roll all of them, you re-roll
I got it. I don't need to.
Oh, that's right, because he doesn't have any dice.
I'm good.
That's right, he doesn't have any dice. So 7-inch blast. Sorry, not a 7-inch blast, it's an apocalyptic blast. That's 10-inch blast. But just remember, you don't have an invuln anymore.
It's okay. Bring it on top of the.
Oh no! Right on your top of the Cryptek?
Yes.
Scatter! Direct hit! Oh, and this huge storm, boom, right inside of there and hits most of them except for these 3. And also Haywire hits the thingamabob. 8 hits. This is Fleshbane, AP3 pinning. So choose to wound. Ooh, that's 8 wounds, all AP3. Oh, that was a, what was that? That was a 1, okay. So 5 at a time, 5 up invuln from the Chronometron. So now you can do these 3 at a...
Just 2 left.
Oh, you only got 2 left, okay. You're good. 4 die, 5 die, 4 die. Haywire hit, Quirk. 2 to 5 is a glance, and a 6 is a pen, and of course, oh, I was like, my dialogue was getting ready for a 1.
Relax. Take it easy.
Penetrating hit. What do you do? Now, just letting you know, I actually do have a chart in mind here. Nothing affects it except immobilization because it doesn't have any weapons to destroy. It doesn't have anything. So you roll a 6 and you'll do another hull point. Nothing. We can count down now, and we know it has 2 hull points left. This is gonna be close. Cryptek has a pinning check. Passes. Leadership 9, so he's good.
Gonna try and empower myself.
So it gives both your whole squad +1 strength, which will help you be strength 4.
Got it.
Armor Bane in close combat, so yeah, I got it. So we have a morale test on your Cryptek squad. Leadership 9, they make it, so we got reanimations. It's 1 at a time?
Yeah.
How many do you have in total?
4.
So 1, 2, oh jeez. Oh my goodness. So would you like to use your, no, so 3 come back. So 2 come back.
Let me go.
Oh, 3 come back, sorry.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, jeez. Only one stayed down. End of the shooting phase.
Throw some spear, or into the, yeah, spears.
Throw the singing spears?
Yeah.
Throw the throwing singing? Okay. It's 2+ to hit with the Farseer.
No, it's 6 to hit. I jinked.
You did jink, didn't you?
Yeah, so they're both.
But they're guided.
Oh, they wanted to throw your dice. I throw your jink.
And no, Steve.
What do you mean throw your dice?
I stopped guy.
He stopped guide, so
Oh, okay.
I don't get to reroll it. So looking for 6s here. No.
So you reroll. You
No,
did
I
stop it.
stopped
You
it.
did
Stopped
stop
it.
it. Okay, all right. Well, Quirk, thanks for reminding us of that, because while you're jinked, you can't cast Eldritch Storm because it's a blast. So all that work, jeez.
Oops. Warp Spider is firing at the Immortals.
14 shots from the non-Exarchs.
On 3.
You just pick up 2 of those misses and throw them for the Exarch. 2s to hit. Okay, double 1. Go Exarch. Monofilament, so 2s to wound, 6s are AP2. So 1 dies just automatically, and you get a 3-up save for the rest of them.
All these.
Yep. 2 of them are left, and they're dead. Immortals ain't so immortal. Warp Spiders want to run?
Yes, please.
6 inches.
Back it up.
Back.
Warwalker into the Warriors.
8 shots in on 3s. Oh, 8 hits. Warwalkers are OP. 2s to wound. 7 wounds. 4-up armor save. 4 die. Well, that's going to be a leadership 7 morale test.
Swooping Hawks firing at.
Knum squad.
Yes.
Sun rifle first hitting on 2s, and wounding on 5s. 2 wounds. 4-up cover from the pillars. 2 die.
Nice.
9 shots from the last blasters, hitting on 3s now. Now we're looking at majority toughness 5, because it's just Knum and 1 flayed one, so you're looking at 6s to wound. Ooh, 2 wounds. The closest is still a flayed one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, they're both equidistant, so if you want to put on
Knum.
Knum, it's fine.
Swooping Hawks are gonna run.
Battle focus. You want to keep that 3 or re-roll it?
I'll keep it. It's enough to get them over here a little bit.
Yeah. Very important place to be.
Shuriken Cannon gonna fire at Knum.
That fire, they just regrouped. Nothing. End of shooting phase, we got a morale test on Knum squad. And they are morale and do a initiative test for the blind. He's still passing it. And then 2 reanimations.
Did I use his orb yet?
I don't remember. I
I'll
don't
do
think so.
one time then.
You
Do I
wanna
want
do-
to?
Just for 2 flayed ones?
You're right. I'm not going to.
Well, it might be worth it.
I
There's a
have
flayed one.
back.
Boom. He's back. He's back, baby. What are you looking for? How far are you going to run? Oh, Mark. No, they don't have Mark of the Flare.
Oh.
Because they're just regular warriors. So they're just going to run 4 inches to the nearest table edge.
Oh dear.
So not enough to run off the table. So close, though. End of the assault phase. Ha! Yeah, you made it, even without fleeting. Dude, this is going to be close. Starting with this fight, so you've got 6 automatic hits between the 2 of them, all with their singing spears, so they're going to be strength 4 armor bane. And we know this is armor 13, so let's just do these one at a time. You need to roll 9 for a glance, and it's got 3 hull points. Oh, we got a glance!
There's 1.
Nothing. 3rd one. That's a pen. Why don't you roll to see what happens? If you roll a 6, it's done. That's off the table. Come on. Nope, nothing. So number 4, it's only got 1 hull point left. Nothing. Number 5, it's only got 1 hull point left. Nothing. And the last one, you need a 9, quick. Ah, you failed. You failed.
I'm gonna eat him. I'm gonna eat him good.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I want you to know what he.
Fight against the Praetorians. Fear test. Leadership 8. You're not afraid, because you saw how crappy they were last round. 9 attacks from the Guardians, hitting on 4s. Not bad. And then you're looking at 6s to wound. Nothing. 2 attacks from the Warlock, hitting on 4s. 1 hit, and he's got Fleshbane. Oh, he failed. Then the Praetorians hit back. 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. 3 hits. 2s to wound. 3 die. 3 go down. So you lost that by 3, so leadership 5. Leadership 5! Well, failed with the first one. Who cares what the second one is? That's amazing. That's amazing.
Only you can do that, Quirk.
That's amazing. It's the magic floating die.
You know what, I'll give you the 3.
Thank you.
Wow, yeah, it's not going anywhere.
That's right now.
You found like I can't even
do it again.
No, I can't reproduce that. That's amazing. Well, that was fun. Initiative roll-offs. So Quirk 8 and 6. So Quirk gets away. So no Mark of the Flayer for you, Steve. Sorry, because you didn't get to eat them. Just run, run, run. 9 inches. And away they go. So they're getting, as much as the Praetorians didn't do much, they are forcing all the Eldar back here back. It's getting pretty desperate for the Eldar. Praetorians will then consolidate 2 inches. Obviously moving forwards. Except for Eldar turn 3, so they charged in. He tried to summon an Eldritch Storm, but he was too distracted by the fact that he was zipping around like a madman. And if only he had actually got it off, because he would have finished it off in close combat. But Strength 4 Armor Bane almost saved the day. And then the Praetorians chased back this Warlock and the Guardians. And then we'll see what else it chases down. Kanum, still hungry for more. His flayed ones are running out though. Immortals are all gone. Warriors are running. So there's not a lot of Necrons left. The Death Marks might show up this turn. But at the same time, they might be in the right places. Because obviously, with all these flayed ones, that Farseer and Warlock probably don't stand much of a chance of surviving this turn. Let's find out. We've got another reserve roll. Death Marks on a 3+. They are in. Try to bring them in this side of the board.
Yeah.
No, no problem.
I like that.
They're in.
Yeah.
They've got the Hunters from Hyperspace rule, which means their snipers wound on 2s instead of 4s the turn that they come in from reserve. So they have marked something, and we'll find what that is in the shooting phase.
My Praetorians.
Oh,
They're going this way.
going for the other tank-busting fire dragons.
We're gonna get up top. Get some good sights on things. I don't think this guy can though.
This be ours. Oh, Sorbelly's like, some more Eldar to vivisect.
It's time to eat. Kanum
Where's he going?
waiting. We are gonna send the flayed ones.
Is Kanum learning from his former master Sobek?
You know what? Sobek never lost a game! Sobek never lost a game!
Until, you know, he died.
Kanum never won one.
It's true.
Yeah. Gonna try to rally some warriors.
Hey, they're insanely courageous. Would you look at that? Isn't that wonderful, Quirk?
No.
We got, oh, you know what? 1 second. We're gonna start off these warriors here. They're gonna fire into the swooping hawk, or sorry, the warp spiders.
Do you want a flicker jump? They're not in rapid fire range.
We got one is.
1 is in rapid fire, so 5 shots.
No.
5 shots hitting on 6s. Ooh, 2 hits, 3s to wound. 2 wounds, 3 up armor. They're fine. But the death marks.
Death marks are gonna try to shoot into them.
Do they want
they're
to?
marked.
Well, they're not. Well, they. You don't have to choose them as
I
marked.
want them to be marked.
You don't have marks anymore. You're thinking
Oh,
of the
right,
Codex.
right,
They just
right.
wound on 2s this turn. Do the warp spiders like to flicker jump?
No.
Okay. 16 shots hitting on 3s.
Okay, I'm gonna. Nope, not doing anything.
Well, what were you thinking?
I'm putting on the Exarch has 2 wounds. No.
Oh yeah. And then they wound on 2. 6s are AP2. So it's a lot of wounds with only 1 AP2.
Take that one right away.
Front one just dies. The rest have 3 up armor. And 2 more. Not bad for the warp spiders.
The heat ray is now gonna go for right here, right in his head.
That almost has a name Warlock.
Almost has a name, but he's not getting away.
Direct hit will hit all but 1. That's a direct hit. Second one. That's off by 3 inches. That hits 1 more. 8 hits, winning on 2s. Strength 10, AP1. Ouch. Do you want to go to ground? You got a 5 up cover right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to ground for 4 up.
4 up cover. So the first 3 all
even
make
need
it.
to.
First 3 before we get to the Warlock again. 4 up cover, so 2 of them die, which means you have 1 at a time now. 4 up cover. Now you got the Warlock. Would you like him to look out, sir?
Yes, please.
4+. Aha! He looked out, sir. And 4 up cover. Saved. So the front 3 died. Didn't kill the Warlock, Steve.
The destroyer's gonna fire into the swooping hawks.
6 shots hit on 3s. Preferred enemy to reroll that 1 miss. That's 7 shots, Steve.
Oh,
So let's do that again.
my bad.
Well, I guess you got them all.
Yeah.
So I guess we can let you have just 6 hits out of 7 shots.
Actually, I don't know how I feel about it. Okay.
2s to wound, rerolling 1. No, you made a good point. They're all hits, so you got 5 wounds. So they have 4 up cover right now, and the Exarch is he at the back?
He's right there.
Yeah, he's at the back, so you can not look out, sir. 4 up cover. Then they all die. Hold on, the Exarch has 2 wounds, doesn't he?
Yeah, but might have to take a look out, sir. It's 2 dead.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's from here though. So
Oh yeah, good point.
he's closer for sure.
He's down to 1.
I know it looked like he's closer when you're looking from this direction, but when you look from this direction, he definitely wasn't. So he's down to 1 wound.
Staff of Light into the bikes.
Would you like to jink, Quirk?
Yeah.
Because you don't got no invuln. Hitting on 3s. Oh, you didn't need a jink. Wounding on 3s. That's a wound. From your Farseer and kill your Warlock? Or do you want the Warlock to take it and have a 4-up jink?
I'll just have the Warlock take it.
4-up! Ah, you should have looked out, sir. Actually, that would have been a... Yeah, you should have looked out, sir. But anyway, that's okay. Down to 2 wounds. Got some morale test. Warlock maybe has a name. Hey, he passed it. Exarch doesn't quite have a name, but has a name in the narrative. Is passed it as well, leadership 9. Warp Spiders automatically pass because of Iron Resolve. Salt Phase.
2 Flayed Ones are going after the Exarch. Stop blinding me.
Overwatch.
3 shots with the Sun Rifle hitting on 6s. And hit!
Oh, you did it!
So he might blind you. But first off, you might wound him on a 5. You can just kill one. Nope. Blind test.
No, it's into the phase.
Oh, it is the end of the phase.
Oh, good.
9 is charged, but they've got fleet now. You get to reroll 1 or both dice.
Reroll both.
Alright. Failed.
We're gonna charge over here into the Warlock.
Overwatch?
Yeah.
Toss some spears, or just hold them out in front of you as they charge
Well,
in.
you have Twin Link catapults as well. It might be, I don't know.
Oh, that's true. They do have the catapults. The Twin Link catapults hitting on 6s. Twin Link. Hey, 2 hits. Strength 4, so 4 is to wound. 6s are AP 2, so it's 2 wounds, 4 up save. Oh, 2 die.
Not bad. Womp.
Hey, that's like 10 less attacks.
Actually, I'm gonna take this one and this one.
Make sure the Cryptek gets in. Charge distance is a 9. Yeah, I think you're all in.
And the Praetorians against the vehicle.
So you just charge them in. They don't have to roll because
Hammer
they're...
of Wrath not gonna help anything like that.
No, strength 5 won't do anything. Praetorians are going to try to take down the Fire Dragon's transport. So what do you got? 9 attacks?
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. Okay, that's a miss, and a hit over there. Against rear armor 10. It's a glance and a pen. So you get 5 up invulns against each of those.
Do the pen first.
Pen, 5 up. Nope.
Well, let's see what it is, because if he loses his, if he gets mobilized, he loses his invuln.
Okay, so they're not all at the same time.
Demobilize, lose your invuln.
Okay.
But you're dead.
It's gonna be wrecked, and the Fire Dragons disembark 3 inches. Disembark, now they have a penny test. And they make it. Now while we're here, let's take their leadership test for that immobilized result. Make it, so they're not snap firing. We got our mark of the player, which is a 4, hungry for more. I knew it! Unless in base contact with an enemy, they must immediately attempt to charge the nearest enemy unit. And then we get another fight too. You can overwatch though for this quirk. 3 fusion, oh no, sorry, there's 2 fusion guns and a heavy flamer. So 6s.
First.
Nope. And then heavy flamer. D3 auto hits, so 3. Strength 5, so we need on 4s.
You get to reroll that one you failed.
Yeah, because once per turn he can reroll 1 using his super awesome thing. 3 up armor, Steve. 3 up armor. Oh, 1 goes down. Nearest one goes down.
Ah.
They need a 6-inch charge. We do have fleet on those guys. 9-inch, they're fine. Boom, they're coming in. They're hungry for more. Nasty. Soul bursting Necrons. So let's do this fight right away. That's what we're supposed to do. 2 Hammer of Wraths. Used a wound. 2 wounds. So 3 up save on the first Fire Dragon. Makes it. And makes it. Fire Dragons now have a fear test. Should have done that already. They're not afraid. And then fight. 2 attacks from the regular Fire Dragons hit on 4s. Wounding on 6s. Oh, quirk. 3 up. Oh, another Praetorian goes down. And then the Exarch has 2 attacks. He hits on 3s though. Oh, again with the 1s. 1 Praetorian survives, hits on 4s. Ooh, this is not gonna look good. 2s to wound. 1 wound. You put on the Exarch.
Yes, please.
He's got 2 wounds, so he's down to 1. So Steve, you lost by 1, but you're fearless.
Yep.
So we got 2 reanimations. Up. Oh, they're gone! Oh. And pile in. Oh, our poor Praetorian. Oh. And we have this fight right here. What would you like to do, Steve?
I just want you to, fair test. Actually, I
You want
will
to issue a
I
challenge?
will issue a challenge.
You issue a challenge, and who would like to accept it, Quirk?
The Warlock.
So you got to swap out those 2. Oh, this isn't going to work. I thought this would work, but it won't. Actually, no. Yep, no. Yeah, because you're in base contact. We were thinking that we could swap him, and then he could fight against that thing, but he's going to be forced to pile in. I'm not rooting for Eldar. I just thought it would be pretty cool if he did that. But yeah.
Stop.
Actually, no, I'm wrong, because we were carefully perusing the rules about how to deal with this thing in ongoing even when you're locked, and it just treats this as part of the ongoing combat. So he's in base contact, so he actually wouldn't even be allowed to charge the flayed ones. Interesting. So fear test first on leadership 10. You pass it, and then a 3d6 fear test for the warlock personally, leadership 8. Yeah, he's afraid. He's like, why? Why, Farseer? Why? All right, Quirk, they're both initiative 5. Who would you like to attack first?
Let's attack the Cryptek.
The Cryptek has 3 wounds, just so you know.
Let's attack the structure.
I'm not saying you shouldn't attack the Cryptek. I'm just saying that you're
Hang on.
What? Why can't you just decide with using...
Matt, I'd like to ask your advice.
It doesn't matter. You're both initiative 5. I don't care which one you do first. That's why I'm asking you.
I'll swing at the building.
Okay. 2 attacks. Now, just before Quick rolls these, I just want to point out, these are automatic hits, by the way. They're strength 4 and they're armor bane against armor 13. If he rolls 9 plus on 2 dice, then he's killed more than half the structures. Yeah. All right, Quirk, you got 2 tries. You got 2 tries. No! Come on, Quirk! Oh! Yeah, they're gonna die. And now the flesh-baning singing spear into the Cryptek. And you are afraid, so you're hitting on 5s. You got a hit, and it's flesh-bane, winning on 2s. Yep. Cryptek's got a 4-up armor. Then you pile in, and all those flayed ones.
I'm gonna do them first.
Yeah, because they have to go on the Farseer first, anyways. Yeah. Got 40 attacks on the flayed ones. We're gonna do these 20 at a time. They're hitting on 4s because the Farseer ain't afraid. And you got 4s to wound with Shred. Oh, that poor Farseer. So these are all gonna be 3-up armor, and the Farseer has to take the first 2. So yeah, might as well do these all together. Then I'll go to the Warlock.
I remember all that.
Yep, they're dead. The Cryptek didn't get the glory. But you do got Mark of the Flayer. But this unit gets to roll on Mark of the Flayer twice because they just killed 2 units. First one is going to be a 1. That's Berserk!
Yeah.
Character inflicts D3 hits on his own unit with his best close combat weapon. Okay. So D3 hits. So 1, that's strength 4. Yeah, that's nothing. And the second D10 result is 6. You already have that one, I think. Fleet and Hammer Breath. No, you don't have that. So they have Fleet and Hammer Breath now. You roll a lot of 6s on that table.
Yeah, and 4s.
Yeah. Consolidating the Cryptek and his squad, 3 inches, and then we're going to reanimate the 2 that died from the Overwatch. 4 plus reanimate. 1 comes back. The other one's gone. Salt moving the destroyers. 10 inches.
Provide cover for the spring.
Yeah, you're worried about protecting this thing? Why would you be worried about protecting this thing, Steve?
Well, he knows now.
I didn't tell him it was. Okay. Whew, that is the end of Necron's turn 3 and turn 3 altogether. Took out the Farseer and his Warlock before he could finish off this little structure as dilapidated as it was. Quirk, this is going to get difficult for you. I don't know how many ways that you'll have to go after this middle one. I don't think you can get to this one. You're so far away from it. But yeah, let's just see what happens as we go into Eldar turn 4.
Warwalker.
Is this the Hail Mary turn?
This is the Hail Mary turn.
So what's your plan, Quirk? Why don't you just tell the audience so they can know?
Shoot every strength 6 shot I have into that one right there.
Yeah, 3 hull points and he's covering it, so let's see what happens. Orb spiders! Oh, 10 inches. So where are they going to go, knowing that they can't make it to that objective now?
Just get closer and shoot at the
death marks.
Gonna try to regroup the Guardians. Nope.
No, they're going to keep running. How far? 10 inches. I think that's almost off the table, like an inch away.
Exarch going.
Oh, here. Look at that. Psychic phase, you got 2 Warlocks still, so 2 plus 5, so 7. I'll just try to conceal.
Yeah, so concealing him.
Yes, with 2. You want to try to stop it, Steve?
Stop that one.
All right, you need 2 6s. Oh, you jerk. He stopped it. And that one, you got 2 more, or 3 more? You rolled
4 and...
That's right. You made it. Shooting phase. You want to do the big one first?
Yeah.
So you got 8 strength 6 shots going across into an armor 12 thing with a 5-up cover save. I don't know, man. 3s to hit. Nail it. Okay, not bad. 6 hits. We need to see at least 2 6s, man. Otherwise, that Haywire grenade is not going to do nothing. No, not a 1. Oh no. Haywire grenade can't do it. Oh no.
Warp Spider's gonna shoot at the death marks.
8 shots from not the Exarch, hitting on 3s. We'll pick up, oh wow, you actually got them all except 1. Exarch hits on 2s. Exarch is so bad at shooting. Strength 6, so 2s to wound, because you're going against the initiative of 2, and 6s are AP2. One just goes down. And 3 up armor against the rest. 2 more. 2 more. That's enough for a morale test. Shuriken Cannon will snap fire into these 2 flayed ones. 6ers, no.
Gonna throw a Haywire grenade.
2s to hit. And it's Haywire, so 2+, and 6 is a pen, so that is a glancing hit. Not covered enough from that angle, so down to 2 hull voids. And the shooting phase, morale test for the death marks. Leadership 8, they're fine, so they can try to reanimate their 3 dead guys on a 5+, and 1 comes back. There he is.
Actually, over here.
Over there. You gonna try to charge right here?
Yes, I am.
And he overwatches. Do you want to flicker jump?
Yep.
You do?
Actually, no, I'm close enough. I don't have to worry about it.
12 shots, 6s to hit. 2 hits. We're looking at 3s to wound. 6s are, sorry, 4s to wound. They're snipers. I was thinking they're strength 4 for some reason, but they're snipers, so nothing. Charge distance, 7, they're in. No problemo. Boom. Forward they go. Exarch now, if he kills this thing, then he'll have earned his name. 6-inch charge. He's got fleet, so that's, oh, you needed those 2 6s to kill it. The 6s, man. Because you're gonna need a 6 to pen and then a 6 to immobilize, which will cause an extra hull point, which would finish it off. Start with this fight here. We got no fear tests. The marks are not causing fear. So we got 8 attacks from the regular warp spiders. Hitting on 4s. Nice. 5s to wound. 2 wounds. 3 up armor. Oh, they both made it. Exarch hitting on 3s. So he's weapon skill 5. He actually had 4 attacks because he had the 2 blades. No, it didn't matter. So you got 3 hits. And these are strength 3, AP 3, so 5s to wound, no saves. 2 die. So 2 actually go down. Yeah, they should be closest to him technically. Although you're just going to pile in afterwards. Death marks have 4 attacks back, hitting on 4s. We got 1 hit, wounding on a 3, and you got a 3-up save against that. Saved. Death marks lost that fight by 2. Leadership 6. They failed it, so no reanimation, and let's see if they get caught. Initiative 2 versus Initiative 5. Why don't you roll your Initiative 5-1? Ah, you got them. So you destroyed them all. Death marks are overrun. Warp spiders get to consolidate 5 inches. Oh, maybe you can still pull something out of this. Who knows? Depends what. On to the fight with the Praetorian. He does cause fear. Leadership 9. You're not afraid. So you got 2 attacks on the regular fire dragons hit on 4s. And wounding on 6s. Okay, 2 attacks from the Exarch hitting on 3s. And wounding on 6s. 4 hits out of 4, not bad. No 6s though. And now the Praetorian swings the Rod of Covenant, which we have to remember does have Shred.
Yeah.
And so 1 hit, wounding on 2s with Shred, so that does 1 wound. Where'd you like to put it? Just kill a regular guy?
Yeah.
Lost combat by 1. Leadership 8, see if they run. Oh!
They're 9. Oh,
Yeah, they lost by 1. So down to leadership 8. And so initiative roll off. Initiative 5 becomes 6. You can catch them. No, you don't. How far are you running? 5 inches. Back they go. Well, at least they didn't give him a Mark of the Flayer roll. Praetorian consolidates 5 inches. Just over there. Now the fight that defines all fights. Straps on a Haywire grenade. So Haywire first, so 2+ and 6 is pen. Okay, so it glances. 1 hull point. A stray strength 6 shot from somewhere will kill it. I don't think the Exarch is going to be their next turn to do it, but we'll see. And of Eldar turn 4. Warp Spiders wiped out the death marks. Unfortunately, the Warwalker could not hurt this, but Haywire Grenade tossed and then clamped on. Forced 2 of the 3 hull points off the middle objective. So both objectives are down to 1 hull point. Not that he's ever going to get there. But this is pretty close to dying, and there are still a few things that could take it on. So let's see if Steve can do enough damage in his turn 4.
Yeah, disappear.
Veil of Darkness?
Yep.
Where are you coming in?
Right here. Right here.
Just remember, you have to be able to wrap your guys around, otherwise it's a mishap.
That's just terrain.
Yeah, but you still have to be able to place the guys.
I can't. I can go on the terrain.
They have to be in base contact with him. Just remember that. The phase shifting thing only helps you go through terrain.
It's just multiples of the terrain. I'm going to get the book out.
So, scatter. Ooh, 8 inches.
Ah.
You made it. A little farther than probably where you wanted to be.
Yeah, I'm going to be able to shoot now. I'm gonna have the warriors. Sure, want some of the smoke. We're getting really close this way. This guy's gonna jump.
That is dangerous terrain.
Yep.
He's fine. Opposite of dangerous. Expert.
And we're coming for these guys.
Yeah, you're gonna want to. That's a strength 6 cannon right there.
And destroyers are gonna move a little bit. Just like that.
With the Destroyer Lord.
Yeah, he's staying with them.
Judy Vase.
We're gonna start off with the Staff of Light into the Warwalker here.
3s to hit. Oh, all 3 hits. 5s to glance. Nothing.
And the Praetorian's gonna try to shoot that Exarch.
3s to hit. And then 2s to kill. You gonna go to ground? Oh, he's dead otherwise. Oh wait, no, he's got 2 wounds.
He's down to 1.
Was he already down to 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's dead unless you go to ground.
Yeah.
So no reason not to thrive for a 6-up save, he's dead. Well, no more haywire grenades.
And the Pylon is gonna go for the Walker.
Of course. And he can see it, because it's 360. Shoot.
It's
Going 2 inches. Yeah, the first one hits. And the second one,
Yep.
direct hit. So 2 strength 10, AP 1 hits.
Oh,
So they're both
pens.
automatically pens. 5-up inbones. Oh, you made 1. 2-1 open top, so plus 3. Oh, boom.
How many inches?
There's nothing close by, but just, okay.
Oh no, that's over 6. Yeah,
That's more than 6, so just remove them. Oh, there was one of the ways you could get it.
the Warriors are gonna rapid fire into the spiders.
Spiders, do you want to flicker jump? Not gonna flicker jump quick?
No.
Okay, so 3s to hit from the Warriors. And then we got 3s to wound. 3 wounds. 3-up armor. Hey, drop dice never count.
1.
1 dies, that was a 2 over there.
The Destroyers are going to shoot at the Warp Spiders now. We got 1 that can see. Only 1.
Are you gonna flicker jump?
I'm gonna stand there.
I'm just gonna stand there. Because what he's worried about is he needs to get up within 12 inches of that, fire at it with their strength 6. If he flicker jumps now, it's only 2d6. He flicker jumps during his turn, it's 2d6 plus 6. Either way, he'd want to jump up here, which means all of them could fire at you anyways. 2 shots, and on 3s, preferred enemy. 2s to wound, preferred enemy. You got some cover.
Only 1 model can see. You can see them all probably.
Well, let me go check. No, I did check, because Steve is right. He's somehow got this perfect view to these 2 bottles. It kills 1 and wounds the Exarch. Did you want to look up, sir?
I'm gonna live with the wound.
Yeah, you
No,
want
you
to.
can look at sir, take a cover save.
I'm gonna live with the wound.
Oh.
Morale checks, they auto pass. So that's the end of the shooting phase. Assault phase.
I'm gonna charge over here into these guys.
Overwatch.
So shuriken cannon? Or what are you gonna do? Shuriken cannon? Okay, 6s to hit. Nope.
Nope.
And 5 shots from the shuriken catapults and pistol. 2 hits. 4s to wound with blade storm. Oh, 2 wounds. 4-up armor. Oh, Steve. 6-inch charge with fleet. Ah, they make it. Oh boy. Even if just one of them died from Overwatch.
Fear me!
Fear test. Leadership 8. You are not afraid. Not by a long shot. Initiative 5. Kill the 2 flayed ones before they murder you. Because they've got... You start with the Warlock?
Yep.
2 attacks hitting on 3s. Sorry, 4s, because he's only weapon skill 4. 1 hit. Fleshbane. That's wound. Oh, 1 goes down. You got 3 more attacks, quick. 4s to hit. Try to hit the table. Oh, 3 misses. So 5 attacks for the 1 flayed one, hitting on 4s. Ooh, 1 hit, wounding on 3s with Shred. It's AP 5, and he's only in base contact with the regular Guardian, which means that is a locked combat, which Steve is happy with, because this shuriken cannon won't be able to move over and fire strength 6 shots at the target. And we got a reanimation as well on the 5+. No, so that is just the last flayed one. That's it. And an assault move.
Yeah.
And all your desperation to block those warp spiders.
Yeah.
7
I might
inches.
do.
Go all the way up to there.
Let's see if that's within 12. See, I don't want to go.
Yeah, you can't go any further.
Here's what I actually want to do. I want to keep. Oh, no, he can.
Yeah, he can get there.
Oh, well. He tried. We're gonna.
But you're gonna limit how many can get there. You might not be able to get all 3 of them there then. Hooey mama! End of turn 4. This is nail-bitingly close. Really, at this point, the only chance that Quirk has of winning is these warp spiders jumping far enough, not feeling their warp jump, and then not feeling their run, that's their backup, to get them right here, to get all 3 of them firing their strength 6 shots through everybody, who will get 5-up cover saves. What do you think? 6 shots? 4 hitting on 3s, 2 hitting on 2s?
No, you have to factor in the fact that one's gonna die if jump to the orb.
Well, then he won't make it if he rolls double 1. Well, I guess 8 inches might get there. Yeah. But we'll have to wait and see. Let's see what happens in Eldar turn 5. Regroup, leadership 8. Nope, they're off the table. There's no way they're rolling less than, or more, yeah, less than a quarter inch of 2 dice. Fire dragons. Hold on, they're running.
Oh yeah, they are running.
Yeah, leadership 9.
I was gonna move them.
Now you can move them 3 inches. They can get there eventually, right?
Someday.
And now, the warp spiders. Quirk, anything but a double 1 and you should be okay. Oh, we got 7, so 13 inches. That is more than enough. So basically just needs to wrap the 3 right around that destroyer an inch away and they'll all be within 12 inches of that target. 1 bit of psychic. We got 1 warlock left. +1, so you got 2 dice. You're gonna conceal.
Yep.
And you get it with 2, so Quirk or Steve can't stop it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the roll of the game. Now, I'm not saying if Quirk fails this that he's definitely lost, but he's most likely lost if he fails this.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Oh, I'm not. It's no vote of confidence. I'm just saying what would happen if you did fail this shooting. So he's got 3 guys firing 2 strength 6 shots each. One's an Exarch, so he's hitting on 2s instead of 3s into this last power pylon thingy. And basically he needs 6s to glance it, and Steve needs to fail the 5-up cover save that he's given it by throwing his destroyers out front. Let's see what happens. It all comes down to this. So you got your 4 regular shots hitting on 3s. Oh, only 2 hit. Why don't you just re-roll those 2 as the Exarch hits on 2s? Okay, you know what? I'm setting aside these 2 because I want to know if the Exarch actually killed it, because that would earn him a name. 6s to glance, Quirk. 6s to glance.
Oh, that's a 6!
There's a 6. Can you get another 6? No. Now roll the Exarchs. Roll the Exarch. 6s to glance. Okay. So Steve, I'm gonna have you roll the Exarch's 5-up cover save first. Kindly pick up the die. Move it around in your hand a lot so we know you're not just dropping back on the 6. 5-up cover save, everybody! Oh!
Oh, thank goodness!
The Exarch, Warp Spider Exarch finishes off the last power pylon. And that is game.
I actually won!
Yeah, because everybody else is just gonna warp the heck out of there, and everybody else is really just running away, and we don't care enough. Is this the warlock that we might care about? Yeah, that is. Okay, you know what? We gotta do this close combat then.
Fayoom.
Yeah. 2 attacks from that warlock, hitting the flayed one on, oh wait, fear test first. Not afraid this time. And he knows how to fight flayed ones now. Hitting on 3s, no 4s. Fleshbane. Ha! Aha! 4 up. Okay, 2 guardians. 1 hit, 4s to wound, 5s to wound, nothing. So then the flayed one hits back with his 4 attacks now. So 3 hits, then 3s to wound with shred, so 3 wounds. So kill the 2 guardians, is that what you want to do, or do you want to have him tank it with the 5-up invulns? 4-up invulns. If he tanks it,
I'll take these 2 off, and then he's gonna take the 1.
Okay, he'll take the 1. 4-up invuln, or he's dead. Oh, he dies. Okay, he shall not be named. Yeah, that's gone too. And that is the end of this one. Everybody will warp out. The warp spiders will just jump right back into the warp. They'll flicker jump the first time you look at them, and that flicker jump will take them back in the webway, and they won't come back out of it. Yeah, they're out of there. We're gonna have to give this Exarch a name, which means right now I want to roll on the upgrade table for him, and we got to roll on the consequence table though for your Farseer Quirk. As for you, Steve, you get to roll on the upgrade table because your guys survived, even though Kanum hid, and your Destroyer Lord kind of stayed at the back.
Tactically hid.
Yeah.
Make Quirk think that thing was important.
Yeah, after he realized he couldn't hurt a simple warlock, he's like, I'm out.
Hey, stop.
Peace, yo, I'm out. We got a bunch of upgrades to do. Steve, where's your Destroyer guy?
Oh.
I asked for all your characters. You don't want him to upgrade? You can leave him at the back. I know he. Oh, them's fighting motions. So what we have here is the Praetorian, who's now by himself, is going to become an independent character, and we're going to start upgrading him. So he kind of gets a bit of a head start on everybody else because he has all those special rules. But let's just face it, they were pretty cool. So we're going to keep doing that. But yeah, we'll do that. Let's start with the one thing that has to roll in consequences, was the Farseer. He will slip away, but what is the consequence? 4, he is maimed. So he rerolls 1 successful to hit in each round of close combat.
Oh, yay.
Okay, well, you know.
That's not bad.
That's not horrible. Warp Spider Exarch, which we will give a name to, now gets to upgrade because he now has a name. So let's roll on the character advancement table. 2d6. Oh, double 6. You choose from any table. Now, he can only choose the Eldar one, so yeah. What would you like to take?
I would like Swift Charge, please.
Swift Charge, the model and the unit that he joins, gains +2 inches on runs and charges, which is really good with, well, whenever you're...
Mobile infantry.
Yeah, basically, it makes them even more mobile, so these warp spiders will really get around. Let's go left to right. We got Mokatem first, 2d6. He rolls a 10. Choose skill from any approved table.
Nice.
Actually, for the Necrons, it's just the one Necron table, because it's the Cryptek that wants to roll that.
He's going to take the reroll Mark of the Flare table.
Got it. And then your Praetorian, what's he going to get? 7 is stat increase, so roll another d8. That's a d10, we'll reroll 9s and 10s. 1 is going to be weapon skill. There's going to be weapon skill 5.
Nice.
That's nice. Tech, who already is 3 wounds and phase shifting around, what is he going to roll? 6 to choose from any faction table.
I'm going to give him Eternal Warrior.
Yeah, he's got 3 wounds, toughness 4 though, so he could be easily insta-kills, so Eternal Warrior. Kanam, even though he didn't do much but miss a Warlock, he did technically survive, so what is his going to be? We got a 3, which is a stat increase, but only between weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, and toughness, so just roll a d6, we'll re-roll 5s and 6s. 4, so toughness. He's now toughness 6. Yeah. Oh man, toughness 6 Kanam.
That'll be pretty good.
Well, that's it for our free battle report. You can click the link below to go and watch the Vault 1 now. Thanks so much for watching. Happy wargaming.